Everyone was afraid to speak, but one poor boy chose truth over fear, and it changed his life forever. In a small African village surrounded by red earth and tall baobab trees, there lived a poor boy named Kofi. Kofi owned nothing but a torn shirt, bare feet, and a heart full of honesty. Every day the villagers gathered at the king's palace to bring gifts and praise, not because the king was kind, but because they were afraid. The king hated the truth. Anyone who spoke honestly was punished. One day the king announced a challenge. "I will reward anyone who tells me what they truly think of my rule." The villagers whispered among themselves. They knew it was a trap. One by one, men and women stood before the king and spoke beautiful lies. "You are the wisest king. Your rule is perfect. We lack nothing." The king smiled, but his eyes were cold. Then a small voice rose from the crowd. It was Kofi. The poor boy stepped forward. The entire village gasped. His mother trembled. The elders shook their heads. "Go back, child," they whispered. "Truth will destroy you." But Kofi stood tall. Kofi looked the king straight in the eyes and said, "Great king, you are powerful, but you are not just." The palace went silent. Kofi continued, "Your people fear you, your taxes starve us, and your punishments silence truth." Guards reached for their spears. The king rose from his throne. Everyone expected death. But something unexpected happened. The king began to shake. No one had ever spoken truth to him before. After a long silence, the king spoke softly. "All my life I have heard lies dressed as praise. Today I heard truth for the first time." The king ordered the guards to lower their weapons. He turned to the boy and said, "Because you were brave when others were silent, you will become my advisor." The villagers were stunned. The poor boy who owned nothing now had the king's ear. Under Kofi's guidance, the king reduced taxes, ended cruel punishments, and ruled with wisdom. The village prospered, and the boy who once feared hunger became a symbol of courage. Narrator, strong, calm. Truth is dangerous, but silence is more deadly. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is speaking truth despite fear. Sometimes the smallest voice carries the greatest power. If this story inspired you, like the video and subscribe to Theo Tip TV, where African wisdom builds strong minds.